God didn't call us to put anything before Him, but He said, do all that you do for the honor and glory of Him. Find favor with God. We're now called, not only can we find favor with God, but we are called to follow His example. And what's that example? For this you have been called because Christ also suffered for you, leaving you an example so that you might follow in His footsteps. So when you go to work and you're in that relationship, even if you're the employer, you're to be that light. And so you need to be the example. More so, you need to be one of those, as he talked in verse 20 about being some were good and some were not good. You need to be a good employer. And so he left us an example. And so he said this, for you have been called because Christ also suffered for you, leaving an example so that you might follow in His steps, because He committed no sin, neither was deceit found in His mouth. When He was reviled, He did not revile in return. When He was suffered, He did not threaten, but He continued entrusting Himself to the one who judges justly. Now, what does that mean? That means He left you an example to be blameless. Don't be the person in there causing trouble. No deceit was found. We don't need to be the person in there causing the issue and causing the problem. He was abused but did not return the abuse. He suffered but did not threaten. He only concerned Himself with the judge that judges justly. And so when you take all of those 5 things and put them together, what is He telling you to do when you go to work? Focus on the Father. Focus on the Father. You know, times get tough and you just got to focus on the Father. You got a bad boss? Focus on the Father. You got a bad coworker? Focus on the Father. You got that one person who always adds extra work to you and somehow they get out of doing it? Focus on the Father. You got that one person when you walk in, you just go, oh man, I hope they don't see me. Yep, here they come. Focus on the Father. Even when you are that person, focus on the Father. But he focused on the Father.